Hey chat, time for an MGS Delta Foxhound playthrough, the easy way. That means new style, plain extreme difficulty, and we will abuse the heck out of the spider camo. I'll do it the hard way on a future video.
I'm back, bitches!
Alright, while I go through the motions of getting the backpack and running through the swamp, quick reminder of the Foxhound rank requirements. 0 kills, alerts, continues, life medicine used, less than 20 serious injuries, less than 25 saves, under 5 hours of playtime, and no special items equipped and used even for a split second, such as the easy gun, stealth camo, and infinity face paint. Oh, and the Patriot doesn't count as a special item, by the way. You'd think it does because of the infinite ammo, but it just doesn't. So yeah, let's get this over with. So the core strategy is to use the spider camo to maintain a constant 70% camo index at all times while shooting every guard from a safe distance with the Mark 22. And to maintain that strategy, we will need to hunt for the most nutritious food to feed the spider camo and only shoot at guards that will directly block our path in order to save on ammunition and suppressor durability. Alright, now we're doing the good old shoot the beehive trick to easily get through the bridge level. Also, you probably know how on Delta they added this new feature of quick camo change, right? This is going to be pretty important in this spider camo playthrough, as you will need to quickly toggle the spider camo on and off when you get in between areas that have guards and those that don't, in order to preserve your stamina and reserve food. And the best way to do that is knowing that the game registers the most recent unique camo used at the top of the list once you manually choose it at the survival viewer. And as the game progresses, your favorite camo templates might get buried deep down the list as you use new ones during the mission. So if you want to refresh the list and add your favorite camo on top of the list again, simply equip the uniform and some bizarre, unusual face paint you haven't used before. That will register it as a unique new camo template and move it to the top of the list for quick access. Moving on to the next actual gameplay segment, I'm gonna hunt for some reticulated pythons to fuel my spider camo. Again, you should only spend time to hunt for the most nutritious food that will give you more spider camo time versus time spent hunting for said food items. MGS3 investing and shit.
I legitimately just loaded my 8 days old save to make the end die from old age.
Cool story, bro, but I gotta move on. K, thanks, bye. Now it would be a good time to showcase just how much easier it has gotten to get the Foxhound rank on the Delta remake. In the original, you had 25 saves to preemptively spend on European extreme difficulty when you went through dangerous areas that could have caused you an alert and game over. On plain extreme, you could actually spend a save whenever you actually got spotted and then reloaded the game without losing your Foxhound progress. But here, on Delta, with the new autosave system, the game saves every time you enter a new area for free, and you can literally use those autosaves to reload the game every time you screw up without penalty to your Foxhound rank. That said, the value of Foxhound ranks has significantly dropped in the remake because you essentially have infinite trial and error for it. Alright, let's try and clear this level again. Simply wait around this tree here for the guards to show up, and when they get real close, throw a grenade right between this gap on their feet for an instant knockout. Don't worry, they cannot see through this gap. Okay, they're down. Now there's one more guard on the right side of this intersection to take care of, and he will be on alert because of the stun grenade. Simply bait him to look the other way with a food item, put on the spirit camo, and kick his ass. Huh? Moving on to the bridge area, it will be a little hard to get through it this time because you don't have the Mark 22. But compared to the original game, it's easier due to some game mechanic changes, such as the fact that your camo index won't go down when you're throwing a grenade or food item, making this part easier.
Huh? What was that?
There will be one more guard patrolling the sloped path near the exit of the level. Just equip the spider camo and get past him safely. Now there's a little preparedness you can take here before you fight the Ocelot unit. Break this window open with a grazing roll without jumping outside so you can have a more clear shot outside the window later on, and also so that you can jump outside it without making this noise and alerting the sniper above. And pick up the thermal goggles. Gonna make life easier later on. Okay, let's fight the Ocelots. First sort out your gear, Mark 22, spider camo. Then get to this spot where you have enough space between you and them to not get spotted with a 70% camo index. Wait for them to come close, stop, and put them down. Now come back into the room and take out the 2 guards waiting outside. Use the tiptoe function to get a shot at them without being spotted, but you can also step on the bed to get the other guard that's kind of hard to reach. You might have the spider camo, but still be careful. Now get on this end of the room and knock on any surface 3 times to get that sniper on the roof away from the window you're gonna jump out from before you climb up the ladder and shoot him at the back of the head. The 3 remaining guards will be sitting on the perimeter of the factory with long enough sight lines for you to get just close enough with the spider camo to put them down with 0 risk. Now for the swamp area up ahead. If you successfully got punked by Konami to pay 18% of the base game price to have a 24/7 available croc cap, so you don't have to do those acrobatics to get it every playthrough, simply equip the brown face paint to manage to avoid drowning, dive in the water right here, swim to the other side, shoot those galovas off the trees that look like a pair of nuts, and exit the level. Now for this area up ahead, I'm gonna assume you know where the traps are. Just crawl under the fence, dive around the claymores, shoot those 2 dogs to sleep, then go to the left. Dive through that hole in the fence, save Mark 22 ammo by sticking to the left with the spider camo, and crawl under this gap in the fence here. And unless this dog gives you trouble, exit the level quietly. Same deal for this area. Spider camo, stick to the edges of the map and only fire the Mark 22 at guards that directly block your 70% camo index detection threshold. Okay.
Son of a bitch!
Now equip your $15 overpowered battle dress and shoot at the guy with the gun. A lot, until he, loses. Ha. Now for this dark cave area. Well, what can I say? If you're going for the Foxhound rank, you already know how to get outside this cave area already. Just turn up the in-game brightness or something if you don't have it brain mapped by now. Just don't forget to pick up the shotgun here. It's essential to beat the pain! Alright, broad range tips to beat the pain. Use the shotgun to break his B armor with 4 quick shots using the tactical reload, then proceed to Mark 22 his head using also the tactical reload to land as many shots as possible before his shield comes up again. Mind the bullet drop. As for the bullet bees, you can use the invincibility frames when Snake scales up the rocks to avoid taking damage from them while also minimizing the downtime between your next attack. You only have about a second of wiggle room to hit this right though. I wouldn't suggest trying this when you're on low HP either. The pain! You know the drill. Go through towards the end of the cave, but first go inside this cave of the cave to pick up some Mark 22 ammo, but hug the wall so you don't trip the claymores. As for this river area, put on your $15 croc cap, the brown paint, and swim to the exit. Thanks for the pay-to-win, Konami. For this part, down the guard closest to you with the Mark 22, then shoot the exploding barrels from right to left with the 1911. Worry not, this does not count as a kill. The exploding barrel killed them, not you. This will also remove a chip off the end's health bar as a bonus during the boss battle. Now at this warehouse interior, things can get up close and personal with the guards, so try to memorize their exact positions and patrol routes so you don't run into their line of sight by mistake. Still, use spider camo, tiptoe, keep your distance, and shoot them at the head. Oh, and that guard up there can be very tricky to get a headshot on with the Mark 22 in this remake due to the bullet drop and sheer distance and angle plus his balaclava blending in the background, so you can either wait a little for him to get close to the exploding drum or dump 2 trank darts at his body. Careful not to hit the railings next to him though. Then take the super tasty noodles from the pantry and move on. For this trap-infested forest where you're gonna fight the fear later on, there's some great preparedness you can take here. Collect about 6 or 7 poison frogs and mushrooms to use against him later, plus there's some noodles over here to the left. For the outside walls area of Granin's lab, use the spider camo to easily take the Mark 22 suppressor on the right here, but hug the wall on the right to avoid getting zapped. The hitbox on that thing is kinda broken on Delta, then move all the way back here under the fence and under the hidden gap in the wall to get inside the courtyard. Once you're inside, the spider camo will literally let you slip past every guard and straight into the door without the need to shoot anyone. By the way, don't ever pick up guns like the XM16E1 or the AK-47 or whatever. They will only make it so that Mark 22 ammo will spawn less frequently, and the essentials to get the Foxhound rank is just the Mark 22, the shotgun, and the Mosin Nagant.
Snake, you butchered that word!
Shut up. Now, put the scientist uniform on and walk down to the basement. Go and pick up the cigarette gas spray. It will have a lot of important uses during the mission, starting now. The gas spray will let you get out of situations where the guards get suspicious of you very much faster than have them stare at your face for 10 seconds. And it will also let you avoid getting detected by the scientists by controlling the direction your face is facing while moving at the same time. Now for this part, unequip the disguise. Wait for both of the scientists to get inside the cubicles, then tiptoe shoot this guy in the face, put the box on and walk past the scientists. They won't trigger an alert when you're boxing it, unless you step on that sleepy guy with the box, so don't do it.
Legs.
On the way back, open the door with the Spoderman camo, shoot these two in the face, then this other guy inside the cubicle or get past him with the box or whatever, then put on the scientist uniform and do that thing I told you earlier where you don't show your face to that other scientist guy. And off you go backtracking the Kojima backtrack. Alright, get out the same way you came in, except you might want to crawl under this truck for some Mark 22 ammo on your way out. Just keep the Spoder camo on and none of the guards will be a problem on the route to the hole in the wall. And on the outside wall, just do the same route backwards. And if you feel like you need another suppressor, go for it. It's gonna respawn there again. Now for the fear, cure yourself.
You might as well cure yourself now!
Equip the $15 battle dress. Climb up onto this area where the Mark 22 ammo spawns at. Throw the poison food in a place where it will still be in your line of fire while standing next to the trank ammo. And shoot at the fear till he gets hungry. And shoot this thing over here. By the way, when a boss has their health bar darkened out like that, it means they're on invincibility frames. So keep an eye on that so you don't waste your ammo. And gee, the fear has a hell of a lot of invincibility frames. He's getting hungry now, so keep trying to put as many rounds at him as possible during the whole process of him going after your poisonous food trap and vomiting out till he's dead. Oh, and that fake death pill trick doesn't work on the fear anymore, so don't bother trying. Now back at the warehouse, you're going to be dealing with 4 guards again, so shoot this guy, and that other guy. Also pick up that suppressor at the top of this box thing, both times you visit the warehouse, because I forgot to tell you at the first time, last suppressor you will need to pick up for the rest of the game unless your aim sucks. Oh, one more thing, see the suppressor durability at the bottom, right? The last shot when the suppressor breaks makes the muzzle of your gun flash, but it's still a silent shot. You need to keep an eye on that because that one shot will drive your camo index to minus 100% for a split second. That's enough to get you spotted across the map. It's a new feature in Delta. That said, keep an eye on it and spend the last suppressor shot in a secure place you're unlikely to be seen. Many of my alerts in this game are due to this new feature that nobody asked for. Alright, just keep walking through the forest and stuff now like it's Death Stranding, Walk Simulator by Kajumbo. Oh, there's a guy, I guess just shoot him or something. Walking through the forest, shooting guys in the head with suppressed pistol simulator. 2 more guys up ahead, just sort them out with your spider camo trank gun greatness, and move on to the end of the level to fight the end. You can use the thing where you exit the game to advance the internal time clock to make him die of old age and skip the boss battle. But this is just noob pussy shit, so we are just gonna fight him for real, like manly men.
You're a pussy.
So, go to the right, take the long way around and creep up behind him. He could spawn on 2 different spots at the start of the fight, so if he spawns in the way of this route, just ignore his fire and push through to flank him. I'm only including this sped up gameplay of going up to his default sniping spot, just in case you don't know the fucking layout of this forest. Alright, spirit camo on. Creep up behind him and do this trick with the SIG gas spray to get double damage. Freeze.
I've got it.
Okay, it didn't work this time. Let's try again later. Flashbang! Just don't get flashed and follow him wherever he goes with rolling. In this remake, you can keep up with him easily by rolling. Now, most of the time, he will have set up shop to a new sniping spot just right in front of you in the new area, with his back turned on you. Easy. Now, vape on him again. Point your gun at him after the second vape hit.
Freeze? How did you?
Wait for him to say this thing.
I don't think so.
Now vape his boomer ass again. Avoid the flashbang and give chase. Okay, maybe you will avoid it in your own playthrough. Just follow the guy wherever he goes. Now this time he actually spawned somewhere far away in this area, but you can do this thing.
Whose footprints are these?
Unlike me, don't just bury your face in the footprints and actually try to spot him with the thermals or something. Adapt to situations going wrong, chase with rolls, wait for him to stop zigzagging. Give chase, till this boomer gets tired of running or something. Can't you just die already, boomer? One last tip, run back to cut off his retreat like this and land another attack.
The boomer!
Pick up the sniper rifle that this AI cannot pronounce correctly, unless you want this playthrough to get harder. It's laddering time!
Snake Eater!
And then the ladderman laddered the ladder all over the ladder, truly one of the ladders of all time.
Punchline!
Now put on the furry suit and the desert face paint for whenever you're not going to be wearing the Spoderman camo in the mountains. Okay, just literally use the Spoder camo to get past every guard spaced out just enough for your 70% camo index. But if you need Mark 22 ammo, there is some under these rocks here. Now sort this guy out if you want to and move on. This area here can be hard unless you get over here and use the trank sniper to shoot this guy and that guy and that other guy and that other guy. Now get up there and there's no need to worry about getting spotted by anyone, including the chopper, no matter how bad your camo index is. Up until here, let's sort these guys out and maybe your aim will be better than mine when you get to this part. Oh, and pick up the RPG right here. It will save you some time for a thing later. Now get up here, shoot that guy in the face, get some of that dog food they got in the pantry, and move on. This area can be pretty difficult, even with the Spoder camo. So just try and down these guys in this sequence. Now, if you were too fast, like me, wait at this spot for this guard to come right around the corner, or you might get spotted. For that last guy up there, you shouldn't waste a bullet on him unless he's looking at your direction.
There is a spy among us.
Okay, don't do the DSP thing, don't do the DSP thing. Phew, gotta resist that reflex, because that is not the way to get down there. More noodles, more spider camo, more Mark 22 ammo, more N-word rifle ammo. Okay, Phil, listen, now that is the way to get down there. All right, put on the fire furry suit and have the N-word rifle at the ready.
I am the furry, and I saw furries!
Now just get up on this part of the level. Find the furry amongst these corridors, shoot him 3 times with tactical reload. Dodge his counterattack, and do the same thing till he dies. Dodge that one.
The
Ladder time again.
What a thrill.
Alright, just follow this route, shoot these guys, and move into the next area to do the same thing. By the way, there's some trank ammo on top of that truck in the way, so just roll on it to get it. It's not even a detour. Alright, into the lab. Throw a stun grenade here. Change to scientist. Equip the vape. What? This will lure Not Righton into this spot where it will take the least amount of time to drag his ass to the lockers.
Are signs of enemy infiltration.
Get vaped, you nerd. Alright, now sort out these 2 incoming guards so you can drag his nerdy ass there safely. You get it? I vape. Always hated this part of the game. It's up there with hand-holding Emma and shit.
What the hell is this?
Fake Raiden uniform on, move to the goal. First order of business is to kick the rat before its movement becomes unpredictable, and you'd have to chase it around like an idiot for 20 seconds. Now dig that transmitter and pill out unless you want the game to get harder. Since we're doing this playthrough the safe and easy way, you should feed Johnny 3 times to get the gas spray back. It will make the escape easier, and kicking the rat quickly is important so that you can feed him 2 meals at once here to speedrun this process instead of interrupting and resetting his routine, okay? Also, it's kind of harder to toss the food outside the door in the remake, so once you toss it, don't move the camera or toss the second food item until he's done eating and resets to his patrol animation. And for the love of God, try and land the food as close to the door as possible.
Hey, thanks.
Okay, now wait for him to make his usual round and return with another food item.
Chow time. It's your loss.
I'm Johnny Man. Here, have some vapes.
Now fork this respawned rat and vape on his face. 144.75, bruh. Loot him twice for noodles and smokes, they will be useful later. Smoke him up, then vape him up. Now through here and under the hole in the wall. Through this path, toss either a smoke or food to turn the guard around and vape on his face. If you were as fast as me, you can keep running ahead without worrying about the guard next to the APC turning around in time to see you. If he does, throw a smoke or food or some shit, figure it out yourself. I've made a mistake during this part, so it's a good time to show you how the guards wobble their heads left and right when they're patrolling. Keep one eye on that during this part for when this guard wobbles his head away from you. Okay, infinity save scum and back to it. This is more or less the most difficult area for this escape route. I don't know, can you just watch closely at what I do without me narrating every single thing? Alright, easy peasy. By the way, you might want to smoke the cigar, break your legs, and pick up these soggy sewer noodles in order to make this boss fight quicker.
Avoid drowning.
I'm gonna presume you didn't forget to remove the transmitter earlier, so that this level doesn't have the Ocelot unit to deal with.
There.
Your shopping list from this tunnel is 3 tree frogs, 2 glowing mushrooms, box B, Mark 22 ammo, and that ration. Now sort out your gear because the escape made it a mess. As usual, Spider Camo makes this game a joke even on extreme. Skibbity skibbity skibbity, just run to this truck and put on box B. Now that you're inside the hangar, just shoot everyone in the head and plant the C3, preferably under the tank so they don't spot them, and you get a game over. You might want to get the noodles under this truck for the end game.
I want some more.
Put on your $15 battle dress to fight Volgin. In the original, you could have just mag dump stun locked him to not death with the Patriot and SVD, but Konami fixed that like the fear exploit. Guess we're gonna have to put in the work. Broad range tips. Aim your gun at him to provoke a predictable electric shock attack. Unequip the gun to reduce its homing. Dodge. Get around him and do damage. Repeat till he's dead. Also throw some mushrooms. Dress as fake Raiden and whatever else to get free shots. You should save the mushrooms and tree frogs for his phase 2, because his attacks become harder to deal with. Also, the stuff would have despawned if you used them in phase 1.
The tree frog.
Oh, free shot. Skill issue! Okay, time for the on-rails 3D Rambo gallery shooter. Just put on your $15 battle dress and shoot them with the tranks, and use the Cold War camo for this part to make it look like a MotoGP race. I just want this video to be over and done with already, bruh. Also, you might want to turn up the aim sensitivity to max for the entire duration of the bike chase. The frame rate is murder in the remake. And just in case you didn't know, you can chip away at the Shagohod's health by shooting at this spot. It could have saved you 3 hits in the original, but in the remake, they really nerfed the tactical reload speed of the RPG. Thanks, Konami. Okay, just shoot the C3. Boom, boom, boom. Honestly, the Shagohod boss battle is as easy as it gets. Just shoot the treads, then shoot at its back. Fire at the missiles with the Patriot and stuff. But you can also learn to control which direction the Shagohod will spin out of control when you fire rockets at its treads by observing which tread is using at the moment to make a turn. A little complicated, but you can get a feel for it. It will cut down the downtime of the bike driving around the Shagohod for you to shoot at it. Also, if you can get the timing just right, you can almost keep the Shagohod at a total state of stun lock by carefully timing the rocket hits between the treads and the weak spot in the back. Not easy to do, but do it when the opportunity presents itself. For phase 2, shoot at Volgin right away with the Patriot to get his attention, then do the loop of RPGing the treads and headshotting him with the Trank Sniper. Also, the treads have some more invincibility frames in the remake. Notice how the treads give off sparks and are tilted a bit. That's when they have iframes, so wait for those to go away before you fire another rocket.
I can't move!
MotoGP time. Except for this part where the Cold War camo decided to just stop working and I ate a rocket in the face. I think you gotta notice when that glitch happens and refresh the camo. And on this part, instead of staying with the $15 battle dress and shooting the flying platform guys, I decided to do the funny bit with the damn it, damn it, damn it. But the Cold War camo was still broken and I almost fucking died.
Damn it. Damn it.
MotoGP time. Pick up these 2 rations to feed Eva. Switch to the DPM camo to regenerate more life for the boss's boss battle, and move on. But first reset your aim sensitivity. Take the left path, toss a smoke grenade behind you at the choke point you spawned in at, and speed run to the goal while crouch walking. I'm pretty sure it increases your life recovery rate a bit compared to standing. Now keep moving to the goal and make sure Eva's stamina's above 50% to remain at top speed. Oh, look at the mistake I made here. Remember the exploding suppressor bit? Let's try this again. Spider Camo Mark 22 to the face. The suppressor's on its last shot, but since it's just this guy looking away from me, it's fine to take the risk. Alright, gotta feed Eva and move on to the left side of the intersection. Shoot this guy down here before you jump down. You know what? I'm tired of over-explaining everything. Just find the rest of these guys in the woods yourself. That's your homework. Alright, time for the final boss's boss battle. You saw that slow motion moment with the whoosh sound effect? That's the exact moment you need to press the CQC button to do the counter. But because the window to press that is like a split second, you gotta account for your 0.2 second brain lag. So don't rely on the sound or the slow motion as much as actually timing that split second by looking at what's happening on screen up until that point itself. Oh, and you can try mapping the CQC button to an actual button instead of the triggers. Makes it easier to not hit it too early or too late. Oh, and you can try mapping the CQC button to an actual button instead of the triggers. Makes it easier to not hit it too early or too late. One more thing, if you aim your gun at the boss like this, you can force trigger the CQC QuickTime event and deal massive damage without waiting for her to do it herself or something. Oh, one more thing. After her HP drops to below 50%, she will do a counter on your counter during the CQC QuickTime event. So, deal with that. I can't teach you how to react fast enough to something. So sad the boss died of ligma. Pick the left gun and pull the trigger quickly.
What?
Alright, that's the Foxhound rank. K, thanks, bye. Hopefully this video lives up to its predecessor.
I'm back, baby. Good God. Yeah. Good God.